Hey guys, and welcome to this video. And today I'm going to talk about and share my experience of keeping hair loss treatment effective for last 16 years. So basically I want to share with some tips with you guys and also some suggestions that can help you to keep full set of hair without losing ground again. And for you guys who are new to the channel, remember to subscribe so you get notification about latest content I upload. And if you're a newer subscriber, welcome back. My name is Alex and I'm previously hair loss sufferer who is able to regrow back my own hair. And I'm also a certified trichologist. So in today's video, I want to talk about basically how I have been able to overcome all the challenges regarding my hair and basically not losing ground. And the times when I did lose the ground, I was able to recover from those problems. And when I first started with the hair loss treatment, what I noticed in the forums back then is that a lot of guys wrote that hair loss treatment would be something that would work for a year, maybe 2-3 years, and then it would stop working and I would start, or one would start to lose ground again. And that was very encouraging for me to hear or read back then, because I wanted to have a hair and keep them for as long as I wanted. And basically back then I decided to do my best to be able to keep the hair as long as I wanted. Right? So basically what happened is that I was, when I started with the treatment, I was able to gain very good results with just Finasteride and dye changes and addressing some of the online factors I was having back then. And it was working very well for me for a couple of years. And then 2 years later, I got scalp inflammation. And what happened is that I started to lose ground again. And basically, back then I didn't know what was going on, right? So I was assuming the treatment had stopped working. And I had to step up to stronger treatment. So back then, this was back in 2011, so I started to use Finasteride, assuming that I had to address DHT more aggressively. But of course, it was a wrong mistake or wrong path, because what happened is that I had issues with a different problem. My problem was scalp inflammation. And that was a different problem compared to addressing DHT angle, right? Because for me, DHT was already addressed with Finasteride, which was working well, but because of scalp inflammation, I was not seeing results from it anymore after 2 years of taking it. And it did take me a while to kind of connect the dots. Actually, it did take me around 4 months to understand it was not DHT that was the problem, but it was a completely different problem. But what I did is that I addressed scalp inflammation. I was able to start to manage it back then, and I was able to recover from it around 1.5 years later. And when I addressed and solved my scalp inflammation, I got a new issue with dermatitis, which is something else that can affect and cause problems on the scalp, which again I had to work in beginning of 2013. But when I was able to solve dermatitis, I was able to start with Minoxidil, right? And basically what happened when I started with Minoxidil, I was able to gain back all of my hair, right? And basically I was able to gain back full stock hair by Finasteride microneedling and the Minoxidil application. And what happened next is that I was having a great hair recovery for around 2.5 years, and then I got overstimulated my scalp and I started to lose ground again. And this time again, like I had learned each time from my lessons in the past, that it was something that I would be able to recover from, I started to search for solutions, right? And basically what happened is that my scalp was basically gotten out of balance. It was sensitive, it was very dry, and I had done too much microneedling over the years, because again, I kind of got greedy in terms of results, because I never knew when to stop with microneedling, when to slow down with Minoxidil application, and I was doing it daily in terms of microneedling, in terms of Minoxidil, so I had to just take a break from all of it, rebalance my scalp, heal it, and then when I started again with Minoxidil and microneedling, I was able to regain my results again, and everything was fine. This was 2017. And when I'm basically, as time went by, I had some issues with lifestyle problems, for example, because of the stress, because of the sleep patterns. Those things also caused that I was losing some ground from time to time. But each time I understood what was the issue, I was able to recover from those issues. And even if you look at my kind of timeline back in 2023 or last year, what happened is that I had issues with Minoxidil that was either expired or broken. And when I applied it, basically what happened is that it was either causing some reaction on my scalp, or I was having like a no effect from it because it was broken. And I was starting to lose ground again from May 2023 to September 2023. I had a severe hair shedding over those months. And if you check my videos from that time, you can clearly see that my temples was thinning out. I was having a lot of shedding, and I was basically losing ground. But then I understood what was the problem. I got a new supplier from the same brand of Minoxidil from a new supplier. or previous supplier, and everything was fine again, right? I was able to gain back my hair again, and if you check my videos from, let's say, from November last year, you can see that I have nice recovery. And then in December I had some issues with diet because I was doing a vegetarian diet and I was lacking protein, and there was some other lifestyle factors that was playing in. I had some thinning in around the middle of December to beginning of January this year. But again, I understood what was the problem. I fixed those issues. I fixed my diet. I fixed the amount of protein I was having, and I was able to recover once again, right? So basically, what it shows you guys is that it is fully possible to keep treatment effective, even if you have a, let's say, severe hair loss, or you have many underlying problems that is happening, like in my case, for example, when I had dermatitis, when I had inflammation on my scalp, microinflammatory problems, when I had overstimulation on my scalp, when I had deficiencies in something, when I had other factors such as stress or lifestyle. Like each time when I knew what was the issue and solved the issue, I was able to recover my hair once again. And treatment itself, from my experience, doesn't lose its effectiveness. You don't have to step it up to a stronger medication in terms of DHT blockers or in terms of growth stimulants as minoxidil. I don't see a need, for example, to step it up. If one is, for example, having good results for 5% minoxidil, stepping it up to, let's say, 8 or 10 or 15% minoxidil. It's, from my experience, it's not a problem here. The problem is to find out what is causing the hair are not growing back, or hair are still falling out, or the treatment suddenly stops working, right? So that is kind of main thing here, not stepping up to a stronger medication or stronger treatment with a more potent approach, or adding more components, because those things usually what they do is that they can affect the hair cycle, and they can also have a long-term like a side effect profile or a concerned side effect profile if one continues with a more aggressive approach down the road in many years ahead of time. So to basically summarize this, if you are on the treatment and you have had a good results with it, but then suddenly you start to lose ground again, you basically need to find out what is causing the issue, right? Don't jump on the stronger treatment, more potent treatment, or basically add more components to it in terms of growth stimulants, in terms of DHT blockers. You have to basically find out why you are suddenly losing ground on the treatment, like especially if you have had a good results with it and then suddenly it stops working, right? Could it be something that is happening, some kind of change you have done? Is there some microinflammatory problem in your scalp going on? Is it, for example, your gut health, right? You have to basically fix and find out what is the problem, fix it, and then you again likely will see results from the treatment, right? And you can again check my videos from all those years, because I have been posting on YouTube for the last 7 years, and you can see that I have those ups and downs from time to time because I do something wrong in my treatment, but each time I do something wrong in it. And for you guys who are struggling with hair loss, or you are tired of trying to solve this problem for yourself, or you need the help and guidance to address the hair loss problem and make treatment effective, you can schedule a call below this video. There's a link for it. Let's talk and see what is holding you back, what you can do right now and implement right now in terms of action items to solve the hair loss problem you're having once and for all. Speak soon.
you.